pretty self-explanatory. Slicks don't work on grass, unfortunately.
Here we are in Sweden this week for another controversial messy motorhome video. Yeah. I mean, I've seen worse. Not a lot, but...
No.
No, come out next week. Right,
Yeah.
okay. But what do I have to say?
Well, what do you want to say? Go again now, quick.
Like, share, follow and subscribe. And remember, don't skip the ads.
Cutting the power lines, we're done talking about it. A spot turns into...
Finished up on Friday. I think we ended up... Where did I end up in the sessions? Was our 5th. Ended up 8th overall today. The first session was pretty good. I did a 29 straight away around here, which I was pretty happy with because a few of the other teams have already tested here and we didn't manage to get a test. See what tomorrow brings. It looks like it's going to rain at the minute, so a bit wet weather probably wouldn't be a bad thing for us. See where we end up in qualifying. It's really important to get a good qualifying position in around here because it's so tight that it's really difficult to pass. So I'll do my best in qualifying. We are just going to go down to the Woodland circuit now, which is sort of the last section of the track. They've got kids racing tonight on little oval-y mini bikes, so we're all quite looking forward to watching that.
Come on then, talk me through your day.
Like,
On track or off track?
I can't even start without thinking about LA. I've actually had a good day. I started off at maybe like 7th or 8th, and I made up 1.1 seconds in the second session and ended up 2nd. So it's pretty much the same thing. A little bit more of a gap to pole off Jack. He's riding really well, to be fair. Cut that bit out. Yeah, so I've had a good day, but like you've just stated, it's going to down tomorrow, so...
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see what's going to happen.
It's not like me to put shift in for no effort though, so it might be dry.
Well, a bit of prize money up for grabs.
Christy's already got that spent.
She's just heard that you're in the top 3, so she's on Assos.
She messages me on a Friday and go, how's the first session going? Oh, 2nd. Oh, right then, we're just going to get a few bits. Me and the Amazon man meet on a Monday, square them up.
Oh no, I can hear people watching my videos.
Is he on it? Get him on it watching the video.
You're on the vlog now.
You're on.
Which one are you watching?
That was, here, you're looking at the mountain bike fork.
Oh. Yeah, I nearly blew my head off. We're just watching the Mini GP series, which is basically kids on oval bikes. We're looking to see if we can get a ride in this next year.
And it's actually Taz doing a night shift. Getting better, isn't it?
I'll do voiceover.
Go on, you're good at it.
I can't say that.
You are.
Don't pressure me.
So it's Saturday, we've qualified. It's been a good qualifying session, we ended up 5th. What do you have to do on Saturday night?
Go to the bar. Yeah, basically just go through the bike and prep it. As Fred's doing, check the discs, clean the wheels, clean the calipers. Usually put new brake pads in for morning warm up to bed in. Sometimes put a chain on it for morning warm-up. Basically, if we're in a reasonable place after qualifying, a couple of minor changes, we always find something to try in morning warm-up, but it's just maintenance really.
Just want to quickly interrupt this video with some very exciting news and a big thank you to TempRocket.com, who have come on board as a personal sponsor, and they're going to sponsor this channel for the remainder of the season. TempRocket is a unique, powerful tool for finding and booking temporary staff. Harnessing the power of online technology, the platform transforms temporary staff recruitment by bringing the three key players, hirers, agencies and contractors, together in one place to deliver a quicker, more efficient solution for all parties 24/7. Making life easier for contractors and freelancers, creating more business for agencies and simplifying the recruitment process for the hirer. TempRocket's a win-win-win. Please visit www.temprocket.com for more information. Back to the video. So Sunday was pretty disastrous for the Mackenzie clan. I think that's the first time we've ever had a quadruple DNF between the two of us. Taz unfortunately crashed in the first race and injured himself. And my race, unfortunately, I set off on the start on the warm-up lap, and then long and short of it was a pipe had come off and there was water in my belly pan and all the water had come out of the engine. So yeah, it was pretty gutting because we're obviously trying to win this championship and we keep having DNFs at the minute, so that's not helping our championship cause, but you can only try your best, and I'm sure we'll get a better run of luck soon, and then when we do we'll be back on top and back to winning ways. But it's just been a tough few rounds at the minute, and I'll now swap the camera around and show you Taz, and we can talk to Taz about his weekend.
Bless me. It's pretty self-explanatory. Slicks don't work on grass, unfortunately. So I came out of the hairpin in first gear. By the way, this is how my finger sits now because I can't straighten it. It came out of the hairpin in first gear and just basically had a little wheelie, which is normal, like it does every lap, and it just got a little bit crossed up and veered towards the white line, and as it landed, I can't keep seeing this in the corner of my eye, as it landed it just veered towards the left to the white line, which a lot of the time it does veer towards the outside of the track, which is natural, but this time it just went a little bit further than before, and I was on the white line and I thought I had enough room to turn in, but as I turned in to Barn, the rear just clipped the grass and down I went straight over the handlebars, landed on my back. So I've got a number 7 etched into my back somehow through bruising and a cut, and broke my pinky. So you can see it's slightly, and people are telling me that it's actually just a normal looking hand, but I've got the world's boniest knuckles for some reason, so you can see that they've disappeared. So I've broke, or just fractured the top of my finger there, and it swelled up, and I did that in race 1 on Saturday, and rode like an absolute hero in warm-up. I'm joking. Rode in warm-up in the wet and it was fine, but the way my clutch is, I have my clutch really high and my rear brake on they call it a scooter brake. So when I let the clutch out, I don't have to use the clutch again until I come in, because I've got auto blip with the bike. So for the angle of the clutch to let it out, I kind of had to put my whole hand on it, which was fine leaving for pit lane. But to do a practice start and try and get feel on the biting point, and I used 4 fingers on the clutch as well, and I just didn't have strength in my hand basically, because it's all swollen down here, to grab the clutch and let it out. And I was probably, if I could probably get away with, or could have gotten away with riding in the race, but I was just more concerned about the start, because the last thing I wanted was to stall it or not have control over the clutch and something goes wrong. So, and
And yeah, called it a day Sunday morning. So I didn't get to race yesterday, so I commentated with Eurosport on the first race and then watched at the mountain on the second race, so wasn't too boring of a day, but would have definitely liked to have been out there. Just a little bit unfortunate really, but one of those things, and it'll be fine for Snetterton in just over, how many days? Week's time? 10 days? So we'll be fine.
Here we are in Sweden this week for another controversial messy motorhome video. My name's Peter Cook and we're off to check out the latest addition in our series of programmes. Here we have a lovely specimen, I think it's 1968 Chevy van model. Now here we are as we enter. Wow, first of all, it just stinks. Okay, then you come into my little harem. Now, I take it this is where you normally sleep. A few lice in there, but a bit smelly.
Few stains.
I mean, okay, if you're really you could sleep in there, and I think normally it is really. There's lunch, a litre of apple juice, various bits and pieces of junk on the table, and also eats here.
Cupboard?
Toaster in the morning.
What do I find in the cupboard, I think? Cleanish?
Yeah, cleanish.
Yeah. A few boxer shorts.
Boxer shorts. No skid marks there.
Oh, not too bad.
Quite good. Yeah, he's got quite a selection
What
there.
about this one here?
About this one. Oh, yes. And then we have his library. Very nice.
Obviously an intellect.
Yeah, as you can see. He really... Oh, yes, very nice. There's a... Anyway, enough of that. We don't want to be too nosy. Yes, we do.
Good.
Okay. In here, well, as you can see, it keeps everything nice and tidy.
Yeah.
The human factor, peak performers. In here is the kitchen utensils. Ah! Oh, a rat. There's a rat in there.
I saw it run around there somewhere.
Maybe it's in here.
No.
Seems okay. Okay, what about the fridge? Shall we have a look at the
Well,
fridge?
just look. Yes, there's the aftermath of one of his little delicacies.
Yeah.
The fridge.
Culinary delights. Here we have the fridge. Now, we've got to be careful opening this. No,
Safe?
no animals.
Are we safe?
Smells okay, actually.
How does it look? What's in there?
Milk,
Oh,
water, nothing too exciting.
Okay.
Down below,
Oh, very
bit salad.
Healthy.
Bit salad, yeah.
Food.
Quite
about the
healthy
food?
in his old age.
What about the food?
In the
Pantry.
freezer.
No, the pantry.
Pantry. Okay.
Yes,
Let's check
pantry.
out the pantry. Quite a selection. Potatoes, Frosties, for a good start to the day.
Okay.
There's Tony the Tiger.
Now, what about
Tiger.
the all-important John?
The John. Let's check out the John. I'm sure it's in mint condition. This is the John. Don't have to move too far to get to it. Well, not too bad.
Just go inside.
Go inside. Nice sink. Pristine condition.
Obviously,
In here.
needs the extractor
Ah.
fan.
There's a jobby in there. Little bit of a jobby. A bit smelly, but maybe we'll flush that away. No, won't go.
Okay.
Won't go.
We
Shower
tried.
bath.
We tried.
We tried.
Well,
Well, I think that's about it, really.
I think you've covered most things.
Covered everything.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
I mean, I've seen worse. Not a lot, but
No.
we haven't seen.
No.
It's not the best motorhome we've been in, but,
No.
but I mean,
Yeah, well.
beggars can't be choosers.
No, and he's a beggar.
And he is a beggar. Okay.
Okay, thank you. Thank
Bye.
you, Peter.